Hello and welcome to Dimsy's Domain. Today we're gonna discuss why are Goku's eyes silver during his Ultra Instinct transformation. Now, a quick little update, you can skip this portion, it's around 20 seconds into the video. Why haven't I been uploading? Well, long story short, I've been traveling for work for the past 2 months and it's not helpful that my laptop kind of broke, so it's only today actually where I got the screen to work. So I have a few other videos backed up which need to be uploaded and edited, so please look forward to that. I'm gonna try my best. All the functionalities are not still yet working on the laptop, so please bear with me. Anyway, back to the video. Now we know that the Saiyan eye color is black. When they turn Super Saiyan, it becomes blue. I think there's no real deeper meaning to it apart from a stylistic change to go with the golden hair. With Goku going into this Ultra Instinct state in episode 110 of Dragon Ball Super, I think that the silver eyes has a deeper meaning to it, and hopefully we can delve into it. As of this recording, we've not had any comments, any real explanations from Akira Toriyama or Toei or even Toyotaro regarding this choice of eye color. In this state, we can see that Goku has his hair in the style which is very similar to his base. He's emitting an aura that we've never seen before. He's also emitting intense levels of heat. Also, if you look at his face, it's very blank, it's very emotionless, it's very focused and calm. We can talk about this more later on. And his eye color is silver. Now, silver has a lot of symbolic meaning to it. He also has a lot of characteristics which are related to it. For example, purity, clarity, awareness, focus, singleness of purpose, persistence, vision, and strength. Now, some of these characteristics listed below could very well explain why Goku was able to achieve this transformation, this state, this level of mindset and physical ability whereby he is able to rival the gods of destruction. Look at all the gods of destruction, they were absolutely crapping themselves. Now, why is silver so damn symbolic with these attributes? Now, these attributes which are very key are clarity, awareness, singleness of purpose, persistence, and of course strength. When you look at singleness of purpose, I want to point you back to maybe the Saiyan saga of Dragon Ball Z. This was mentioned by Geekdom 101 in his explanation of why he believes that Ultra Instinct came about and how he explained it. He spoke about how during the Saiyan saga, Goku accepted defeat. He accepted that he cannot bridge the gap of strength between himself and Raditz, therefore he was willing to die for the greater good. Very similar to during the Cell arc, Goku was willing to sacrifice himself as he fully accepted that he cannot defeat Cell. And if you look at this, Goku was fighting Jiren at his absolute maximum, at his absolute max level. However, he wanted to go further. He really should have given up. If this was the Goku of Dragon Ball Z, where he can easily identify the bridge in the power gap itself, he should have given up. But in Dragon Ball Super, if you look at the Battle of Gods arc, whereby even when I'm not going to edit that out, even when Beerus threw that giant energy ball to him, he did not give up. Instead, he somehow took it into his body and was able to come back all the way up in a rejuvenated state and then battle Beerus once more. When asked and prompted what happened there, he told Beerus, I don't know. Very similar, after he lost the transformation, he lost the Ultra Instinct transformation with his fight against Jiren, Vegeta said, what happened there? Explain yourself. He said, I have no clue. So silver has a level of persistence associated with it, and I think that Goku has been showcasing this attribute throughout Dragon Ball Super. He's very persistent. When the Genki Dama was coming back at him, he didn't accept defeat. That could have vaporized him. Even all of the other characters assumed, oh no, Goku's been vaporized. Even the Grand Priest thought he was vaporized, he was defeated, but no, Goku was persistent enough, and his will to live, his yearning to survive really did push him further, and he was able to allow and absorb the energy from the spirit bomb. What is Genki? Genki is positive energy, but it doesn't mean that it's not dangerous. It doesn't mean that it can't vaporize you, but he absorbed it somehow, and it allowed him to rejuvenate himself and reach a next level of strength. But I do not think that it's the spirit bomb energy which is fueling and is the sole reason for this Ultra Instinct transformation. The strength showcased from Ultra Instinct is not the strength of the concentrated energy from the spirit bomb. No. The trigger for him to achieve the Ultra Instinct transformation was from the Genki Dama, was from the spirit bomb. I think that there was a lot of blocked nodes in Goku's personality, in his mindset or in his nervous system, and the spirit bomb allowed Goku to tap into these levels. It's very similar to One Piece and observational haki, where you need a lot of training. You need something to just allow and trigger you to achieve this next level of awareness, which is another attribute associated with Silver. Now, Silver is very symbolic. Now, by the way, the main video topic is, why is Goku's eye silver? As of yet, we have no explanation from Toei and Toriyama as to why it's silver. So please do comment down below why you think Goku's eye color is silver. Silver has a lot of meanings throughout cultures and even religions. For example, in Islam, silver is synonymous with someone who is soft-spoken, eloquent, fluent, and argent. Whereas in Christianity, the color silver can mean truth. However, in various portions of the Bible, for example in Genesis, it is synonymous with old age. In Proverbs, it's beauty of age, and later on it can also be associated with weakness, and it can also be associated with mourning, repentance, and most importantly, destruction. Now, the gods of destruction are absolutely shitting themselves, absolutely crapping themselves with Goku being able to achieve this level. How is a mortal able to achieve this level? One thing which kind of baffles me is, why aren't the gods of destruction also baffled by Jiren's strength as to how is a mortal able to withstand and be so resilient and strong, especially at the face of someone who is showcasing Ultra Instinct? That can be a video for another day, but the point is that silver has a lot of meaning and symbolic meaning to it. As I said, if it's associated with the phrase of destruction, is very, very smart of Toriyama, and I don't think it is out of the realms of possibility for him to pluck out inspirations from religion and cultures, as we can assume that during the Future Trunks arc, he was heavily inspired by the tales of a fallen angel, an outcast of heaven, and a rebel to the gods with Zamasu, the concept and the character arc of Zamasu. Now we look at this symbolism regarding just the silver eyes, but just looking at Goku's transformed state, the aesthetics to it, the aesthetics associated with it. Now, this was explained in Geekdom's video, but if we look at the science to it, we know that as a supernova does explode, depending on the initial mass, depending on the initial amount of hydrogen and helium contained within that cluster, it will either become a neutron star or a black hole. Now, there were certain aesthetics, there was certain imagery throughout the episode before and prior to his transformation that we saw, okay, it's very similar to a black hole. Now, they talk about a lot of pressure. Jiren has a lot of pressure. We couldn't even touch him because of the pressure. When Whis walked past Vegeta before Vegeta begged him to train him, there was a level of pressure that stopped Vegeta to actually even approach him, to even attack him. Now, this is just the gravitational field that is produced from something that has an immense level of mass to it. However, it should actually attract towards it, but if you come to a point where you can control it so you're repelling, so it's like an inverse gravitational field, and that is what seems to be the case with this Ultra Instinct transformation. Also, the levels of heat, very similar to a black hole, because there's a lot of heat that is associated. Not even light can escape a black hole. You have a supernova, which is one of the most brightest instances throughout the universe. So the levels of light and heat associated to the life cycle and the emergence of a black hole is evident in this Ultra Instinct transformation. Let's look at more things, more scientific facts and stuff regarding space. If you look at silver is usually symbolic with it being very lunar meaning it is associated with the moon. It's an attribute of the moon. Now what is the moon? The moon does not have its own source of energy. The moon is just a giant rock floating in space, but what it does, and the reason why it's absolutely essential for us, is that it reflects light. Now Goku's state, which I don't think is going to be the final look, and I will talk about this in another video, but Goku is currently using the reservoir of energy that he has absorbed into him through the spirit bomb to actually maintain the current state as of now. Now this does not mean that all the strength and all the energy and ability from this Ultra Instinct transformation is from the condensed energy of the Genki, the condensed energy from the spirit bomb. No. The spirit bomb, as stated earlier, is just something to unlock and trigger him being able to unlock this potential, unlock this state. It clears out all the blockages mentally and even neuronically throughout his nervous system. So there is that, but I think that there's a lot of symbolism to it. Another tidbit about the moon and silver, as stated earlier, the moon is associated with silver, and the moon is very important in various cultures, myths, and even in Dragon Ball. Now the blatant one, which most of you know about in Dragon Ball, is that in the presence of the full moon, a Saiyan with a tail will transform into an Ozaru and wreak havoc in its nearest vicinity. Now in various cultures, the moon is also the catalyst. It's like the kickstarter for a transformation. The most well-known one is a werewolf. A wolf or a person will become a wolf in the presence of a full moon, which happens once every so often. And that's why I think that the moon and silver kind of represents the primal side of Goku, especially in this imagery, especially in the way it's depicted to us. We see Goku with silver eyes and he looks very primal. He's not talking, he's using his instincts, and of course this is what ties in with the label uttered by Beerus when he said Ultra Instinct. And you see, it's kind of like a well-known phrase amongst the higher echelon, the higher tier gods and angels. Even though Shin, the Supreme Card of Universe 7, never knew, he's a bit of an idiot, but the point being is that it really does play into the name itself. Use your instincts, primal instincts, natural instincts, and the moon usually symbolizes it's like a MacGuffin for someone's primal instincts to come forth, and this is usually in the form of a berserk beast or some sort of berserk monster, usually berserk as well. However, Goku doesn't seem to be going berserk. Instead, he's just using his primal natural instincts, and that is of course to defeat Jiren, and that's the way he's going about it. So that's a bit of a quick tidbit regarding the moon and silver. There's a lot of things which you can say, and I'm sure I've missed a lot of them out, so please make sure you comment them down below. Long story short, my summary to why is Goku's eyes silver is very much related to him being very absent. Look at his facial expression. He's very, very absent. He's very emotionless. He's very calm. He shouldn't be calm, but he's very calm because he's in this eternal state of awareness through this Ultra Instinct transformation, which is the main teaching of Whis. He said, look, you should always be ready. What is muscle memory compared to reflex memory? Well, muscle memory is when your muscles remember how to act, whereas reflex memory, reflex action more correctly, is just the ability to anything, absolutely anything. When it comes to you act without thinking. It doesn't need to go all the way to your brain and all the way back down. That's just a waste of time. Your body should be able to move on its own, and that is exactly what Whis was teaching. So Silva, although it's associated with someone being very aware, it's a dichotomy right now with this Ultra Instinct transformation. He's very aware, but he's also very absent. I don't think Goku is conscious right now. Goku at this moment is acting, is behaving. In episode 110, he was battling with instinct. There was no level of thinking, and that's the reason why everything was so efficient. He didn't think. He didn't need to think about certain techniques or certain moves that he's gonna do to then wear him off. He had no game plan. Goku went in without a game plan. He had no game plan because he was not conscious. And I think that the reason why Goku's eyes are silver is because there's an absence of soul. There's an absence of him being conscious, and it's just him absolutely empty. But empty in what sense? Is he just a vessel for this new unlocked state? Of course not. He's going to master it, and when the time comes, very similar to Super Saiyan God, we thought it was a temporary transformation, but only in this arc we saw Goku being able to tap into Super Saiyan God, whereas in the manga he's been going in and out of Super Saiyan God various times. So Goku is going to transform into this later, but he hasn't mastered it, and I think that actually his eyesight, his eye color is going to change. When he does master it, might be a different color than it will be silver, but that's just a prediction, and depending on what information is leaked or what we know throughout the latter episodes, we'll see what happens. So please do comment down below regarding your thoughts and ideas of why is Goku's eye silver. I'm so sorry for my absence. I know it's been very, very hard and yeah, difficult. Well, it is. I mean, maybe not for you. Maybe you lot never miss me as much, but it's been very hard and difficult for me, and just maintaining this. And I don't know if I can even edit this to the level I would want it, but hopefully it works. With that being said, please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Check out my future videos. They are coming soon. A lot of them will be open questions. So yeah, you may now exit Dim's domain. Thank you. Goodbye. Take care. Don't die.